Chicago Bulls fans, when we look at the Chicago Bulls, one question surrounding our guy, Coby White, is will he take that step forward? So I'm going to look at what are the chances for Coby White to win Sixth Man of the Year. I'm going to break it all down for y'all and see if y'all agree with it or disagree. You already know. Before we talk about it, you got to hit a music first.
Cognac, gang.
Shy Boys Podcast with the Cognac Boys. I'm Cognac Boy Bobby, and I'm holding it down on another episode of Shy Boys Podcast with me and my co-host, C-Dub. If you like what you're listening to today, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and shake that notification bell so every time we drop, you'll be one of the first ones to know. Now, look, I want to talk about Coby White and his chances of making winning Sixth Man of the Year for your Chicago Bulls. Man. Looking at Coby White, we understand who Coby White was. Struggled a little bit last season, you know what I'm saying, the year prior. But this past season, we seen, though the numbers did not bounce off the box score like crazy, we definitely seen Coby White step into his own, become a better defender. The ball handling was crisp, and he was able to still put buckets up on the scoreboard whenever the Chicago Bulls needed. Some might go out and argue and say, hey, Billy Donovan, in certain games, why you take the man out when he was out here scorching, when he was out here hot? But we know you got to roll with the coach. Sometimes you might not agree with it, but you got to roll with it and hope that this guy's making the best decisions for the Chicago Bulls. Now, look, we already know. We talked about the defense. We talked about the offense. So I'm going to go ahead and look at some of these six men who won the award the last 5 years around the NBA and what they was able to contribute to the team and where was the team ranked when that said player won the Sixth Man of the Year. Now, Coby White, just going ahead and giving a quick overview. We just seen Coby White in the Pro-Am. It is the Pro-Am, so I'm not going to go ahead and take too much of that. But if you watch the program or even looked at some of the highlights, you've seen that Coby White dropped 41 points, fried hard with lemon pepper. Shout out to my people from Chicago. Y'all know we got the best chicken. Come on now, with the mild sauce and get you a nice lemonade with light on the ice. Come on, y'all. Come on. But if we're looking at last season, 2022-23 season for your Chicago Bulls, specifically Coby White. Coby White, at the age of 23, my man's averaged 9.7 points, about 3 rebounds, and about 3 assists, all while shooting 37%. You know what I'm saying? From the three-point line. And then in the last 15 games, Coby White was able to up his scoring, up his production, and really finish the season on a strong note. Coby White, in those last 15 games, my guy dropped about 14 points on 64% true shooting percentage and even shot 44% from beyond the arc. It also gave you 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. So in the last 15 games, my guy gave you 14, 5, and 4 over those final 15 games in the regular season. So that was a great ending for Coby White, and just looking at his personal performance of last season. Now we look at some of the last recent Sixth Man of the Year winners around the NBA. We had Malcolm Brogdon. We had Tyler Hero, Jordan Clarkson, Montrezl Harrell, and Sweet Lou Williams with the lemon pepper wings. We was just talking about wings, y'all. But if we looking at Malcolm Brogdon, last year's winner, my guy dropped 15 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Year prior to that, Tyler Hero dropped 25 and 4. Year prior to that, Jordan Clarkson dropped 18 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Montrezl Harrell, when he won it, dropped 18 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. And Lou Williams, my guy, back-to-back winner, but in that last season that he won it, dropped 23 and 5. And then when you look at these guys' respective teams and what they was able to help the team accomplish, and or how they impacted the game and help their team, make a move or makes a little bit of noise within that. You seen that Malcolm Brogdon helped the Boston Celtics get the second seed. Tyler Hero helped the Miami Heat get the first seed. Utah, with Jordan Clarkson as their sixth man, got the first seed. Montrezl Harrell, the year he won it, the Clippers was the second seed. And Sweet Lou, the team was not, not as good as the year that Montrezl Harrell won it. But you seen Lou Williams help the Clippers get an eighth seed and still be able to compete within the playoffs. And I believe that was the year when we found out Kevin Durant. Y'all know who I am. Y'all know who I am. I'm Kevin Durant. So that's what that's what these guys was able to do. Most of these guys was able to help their team either reach first seed or second seed, and then the outlier, at least between these last five winners, Lou Williams, his impact helped the Clippers get the eighth seed and even, put up a nice little fight against the Golden State Warriors when Lou Williams won that. So it appears that Coby White does not need to have this crazy output of scoring, at least from what it looks like. You've seen the lows of Lou Williams. Of Malcolm Brogdon last year, dropping 15 points, four assists, and 3 rebounds. You know what I'm saying? And then you seen the high of Lou Williams when he won it, dropped 23 and 5, or when Tyler Hero win his award the year prior to Malcolm Brogdon, he dropped 25 and 4. So it seems like that range of scoring that Coby White needs to be in, from just looking at the numbers that we just presented, that Coby White needs to average somewhere between 15 and 20 points. And I think that's very doable for a guy who we just said gave you 13.6 points, but we rounded it off as we was taught in math, ladies and gentlemen, 14 points per game. And then we got to see what type of impact he can bring onto the Chicago Bulls. So the range for that I'm looking at is anywhere from 15 to 18 points per game. And let's say, for the sake of argument or for the sake of discussion, that Coby White and the Chicago Bulls get the 5th or the 6th seed, because I don't see them jumping off, in the Eastern Conference and being a 1 or a 2 seed. I don't see that. I could be wrong. And honestly, that would be a great thing. And that would mean we'll be having a solid season. We'll be whooping some butt around here. But I'm trying to try to keep it a buck and try to keep it real. I think the Bulls can hover around between that 5th and the 8th seed. But if Coby White is somehow, some way able to help the Chicago Bulls get somewhere in that range to where a lot of people have the Chicago Bulls going 41 and 41, which definitely will result in another play-in berth, you know what I mean, or something like that. But I see it being much better than that. Let's say these guys come out, have Coby White comes out, have some spectacular performances. Maybe he's giving you 20 points here, 25 one night, but his averages still remain the same. Let's say for about 15 points per game, giving you 4 rebounds, 4 assists, or something like that. I think that he will be in that conversation for sure. And one of my bold predictions, if you guys caught yesterday's mailbag, is that I believe that Coby White will receive some votes for Sixth Man of the Year. I'm not too sure that he's able to win it right now, but I definitely feel that Coby White, with the expectation that he will take a step forward, could go out here and really put himself on the map, solidify himself as being one of those better 6-man off the bench, prove himself as being a guy that's really, really taking a step forward with all the offseason hard work that he's been putting in. And man, he looked like he's been putting on some pounds too, just in case he got a scrap. You know what I'm saying? So you got to show love to Coby White in that regard. And I think the chances, I think he has a chance. Like, no player has ever counted out. And sometimes guys just break out of nowhere. But I think I think it's fair to expect Coby White to go ahead and continue his solid play from last year and do it in a much better way now, because I feel like he is kind of finding the role for himself within the Chicago Bulls. And then you look at it, the expectation, at least early on, nothing has been solidified or no reports have come out to who's going to be the starter for the Chicago Bulls. But we still look at Jevon Carter as being that guy that could potentially be the starter for the Chicago Bulls. And honestly, I wouldn't be too mad. I do think that Coby White deserves another shot. But if Jevon Carter is that guy, he can go ahead and be that kind of Patrick Beverly type of guy, but can make more threes than Patrick Beverly, you will see a better Bulls team with him in the lineup. So I can't be mad at that. And that will place Coby White as that sixth man off the bench. And I think that if he comes in, he's able to give you 14, 15 points, have a decent amount of assists, maybe 4, decent amount of rebounds, maybe 3 or 4. You could definitely see Coby White receive some votes for sixth man of the year. I'm definitely not going to count him out simply because I think his game is continuing to evolve. And we already know Coby White coming in was a scorer. He was a scorer coming out of, UNC, and he brought that over early on in his career. Kind of took a step back once other guys came onto the team, some more starters, and he kind of was, trying to find his way to where that was some smoke for Coby White early on, you know what I'm saying, before the 2022-23 season, to where it was like, man, get rid of him. And I'm happy that we stuck with him. I'm happy that he was able to turn that corner. The point, the box scores might not look much different from 2022-23 to the year prior, but I definitely believe that could be another step forward, just as far as efficiency and consistency from Coby White for sure. So I just want to go ahead and break that down real quick for y'all. Go ahead and let me know how y'all feeling about it. If you agree with it, if you don't, let me know why. Hit the comment box below. What are the chances for Coby White to win sixth man of the year? We mapped it all out for the last 5 winners. So we know what kind of have an idea of what Coby White needs to do. So hopefully Coby White can come out here in game 1 against the OKC Thunder. Now that we got the schedule, he can come out here, Coby White. He can come out here and be able to solidify his role within the Chicago Bulls team. So we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? It's just early predictions and some wishful thinking when it comes to what we believe is going to happen this season, but we never know. Last year, I thought the Bulls in year 2, we was going to see Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball never returned. I thought in year 2, we would see more continuity and competition between the Chicago Bulls. We did not see more competition or continuity between the Chicago Bulls. Honestly, the season, it was a bit mid, but we never know how this season. It's a new season. You got guys that have been healthy this offseason. Zach LaVine ain't have to go ahead and get no touch up on his knee. Patrick Williams has another year to improve. Coby White has another year to improve and be healthy. So we shall see what happens with Coby White in at least this sixth man of the year, conversation for sure. So we gonna see, man. Y'all make sure y'all let me know down in the comment box on how y'all feeling about all that. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's just a quick boop boop. It's just real boop boop, real quick. So go ahead and show some love if you like what you heard today. And if you want to be a part of any mailbag episode, go ahead and hit up that number 773-242-9219. This is another episode of Shy Bulls Podcast. I'm Bobby. We gonna catch y'all on the next one for sure. We gonna be at Bulls Fest later today. Holla at us, slide on us, say what's up, what's good. We're going to catch y'all on the next one for sure.
Cognac. Gang.